Hey there, welcome to my HTML introductory course. It's based on freecodecamp.org's curriculum. I'm just going to be going through this and teaching you as we go. So the first thing to learn is commenting. So there are two ways to comment in HTML. The first way is with these double comments. This is a comment. This only spans one line. You can see here is actual code being written. And the second way to comment is to do a /*, and you can see you have commenting all the way down. So this is a multi-line comment. This is an inline comment as they describe it here. That's the technical words for it. Multi-line inline. So that's how you would write little notes to other programmers or yourself in the code itself. It does not get compiled. So to pass this test, all you have to do is create these both versions of the comment with at least 5 letters, and we did that. So on to the next one. And that's my email. There we go. Whatever. In computer science, data is anything that is meaningful to the computer. Okay, this is actually basic JavaScript. My bad. Am I doing JavaScript or HTML? I thought this was HTML. Okay, no, this is JavaScript. This is intro to JavaScript. Whatever. I'm making a lot of courses right now. In computer science, data is anything that is meaningful to the computer. JavaScript provides 7 different data types, which are undefined, null, boolean, string, symbol, number, and object. For example, computers distinguish between numbers such as the number 12 and strings such as 12 in quotations, dog in quotations, or 1, 2, 3 cats in quotations, which are collections of characters. So this would be the character 1, 2 as opposed to the integer number 1, 2. So with the number, the computer can do mathematical operations on it, but with the string 12, that's almost like a word. But in computer talk, you can have a number as a letter or a character in the string. So it's not a mathematical thing, it's just a character that can be represented by the computer. Okay, variables allow computers to store and manipulate data in a dynamic fashion. They do this by using a label to point to the data rather than using the data itself. Any of the 7 data types may be stored in a variable. So variables are similar to the x and y variables used in math, which means they're simple to name. They're a simple name to represent the data we want to refer to. Computer variables differ from mathematical variables in that they can store different values at different times. And also how you define them is a lot different than mathematics, because the equal sign implies something else in computing, not equality. It applies assignment, but we'll get into that later. So we're going to find out the first variable, our name. So that's an example. We're going to declare my name. So var my name, that's how you define a variable. So we just defined a variable called my name with no value. So you can store a variable, you can store a value in a variable with the assignment operator. So here you can see we're defining A as we did the last one. Here we're defining B, but we're giving it a value. So our variable B, define the variable B and give it an initial value of 2. So they want us to assign the value 7 to A. So A equals 7, and assign the contents of A to B. So B equals A. So that's how you finish that one. It's common to initialize a variable with an initial value in the same line as it is declared. So the variable myVar is equal to 0 is an example of declaring it in the same initialization line. So define a variable A with define a variable A with an initial value of 9. So we just defined A and it starts out with a value of 9. So that's how you initialize it with a value. When JavaScript variables are declared, they have an initial value of undefined. Pardon me. If you do a mathematical operation on an undefined variable, your result will be NaN, which means not a number. If you concatenate a string with an undefined variable, you get a literal string of undefined. Initialize the three variables a, b, and c with 5, 10, and IMA, respectively, so that they will not be undefined. So he wants to initialize a with 5, initialize b with 10, and initialize c with IMA, which is a string. So here we're going to say a equals a plus 1, so a will be 5 plus 1, then assign a to that, so 6 will now be a. And then assign b to whatever b currently is plus 5, so b will now be 10 plus 5, which is 15. And c will equal c plus whatever c currently is, plus c will equal whatever c currently is, plus the string here, which is a space, then capital S string, exclamation point. So when you do the plus on two strings, it simply adds the strings together. So this will be IMA space string will be the result, if you were to print that or use it for something else. Printing means displaying a variable to the console, or displaying something to the console. In JavaScript, all variables and function names are case sensitive. This means that capitalization matters. MyVar is not the same as myVar or myVar, spelled differently up here. It is possible to have multiple distinct variables with the same name but different casing. It is strongly recommended that you do not do this, because you're going to lose track of what's what, and it's going to be very annoying. So here we want to modify these to use Camel Case. So Camel Case is where the first word is not capitalized, but every subsequent word is capitalized. So that's how you would know that it's a variable. That's just the way you do it. Because a lot of things in JavaScript are just capital from the get-go. And that's how you would designate like an actual JavaScript thing, as opposed to a variable you're defining yourself. And making every start of the second word onwards capital allows you to quickly read it as a sentence, as opposed to if it was just all lowercase, and it's more tedious to read that. If this were all lowercase, it'd be more difficult to read. But because you're doing this Camel Case, you can just chop it up, and you can't really use spaces and variables, so this is the best way we do it. So they want it to all be Camel Case, so here it'll be Studley cap var. So Studley cap var, I believe that's how it should be. Proper Camel Case is already there. Here we got to change the T. Title case over. I think we need to change these also. So Studley cap var. So you can just autocomplete this. You go down and you press tab. Title case over. I've selected it with the tit. It's not tit. I wish it was tit. Title case over. You can go up and down here, and whatever you press tab on will complete. So I just completed that. Now it should be good. Number is a data type in JavaScript which represents numeric data. Now let's try to add two numbers using JavaScript. JavaScript uses the plus symbol as addition operation when placed between two numbers. Example, myVar equals 5 plus 10, which is assigned 15. Change to 0 so that the sum will equal 20. So here we're just going to make 10 plus 10 equals 20. Basic JavaScript. Subtract one number from another with JavaScript. So you can also subtract, obviously, with JavaScript. Change 0 so the difference is 12. So you want to subtract 23, or no, 33 from this. You'll get 12. There we go. It's pretty early right now. It's 6:30 in the morning for me, as you can tell. Just woke up. So that's my excuse, I guess, for not knowing math instantly. We can also multiply one number by another. JavaScript uses the multiplication symbol, which is a star here, for multiplication of two numbers. So they want the product to be 80, so 8 times 10 is 80. There we go. So that completes video 1 of Introduction to JavaScript, which I thought was Intro to HTML at first, but forgive me there. You're in the right place. And thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Patreon. Check out my... I have an email address. You can email me for private tutoring for anything code related. And if you have a web dev project you need someone to work on, I'm open to give you an estimate for the cost. So, happy coding, and I'll see you in the next video.